Hello friends, this is Durga again from IT-versity/technology mentor, and in this video I will be covering one very important concept of Linux administration, CentOS or Fedora or Red Hat, which is downloading and installing software. And the tool that is predominantly used is yum. So first, what is it? It is a, as I mentioned to you earlier, it is a download and install software. It's a tool to download and install any software, and that is available either in public repositories as well as any third-party vendor. Let me explain how it works. So you have on the top right side you have the Red Hat public repository in the internet and also third-party repositories. On the left-hand side you have the enterprise and you have many other servers. Forget about M server right now and let's take the example of first case, installing from the directly download and install from the internet. Okay, let me erase this SAM server for now. We will add the M server later. So you have many servers in the enterprise and you have public repository and also third-party repositories. So to install from public repository any software that is already there, it is pretty straightforward. You just need to have yum installed on your server. On all the servers on the left-hand side, you should have yum installed on it, and it will be typically installed with even with minimal installation. So you need not worry much about installing yum. It will be there as part of the base installation itself. So once you have that, let's go to the server or VM in this case, and you can go to the location called etc m.repos.d. Okay, so I'm already in that location, and if you run the pwd command, you will see the directory. And when you run the ls-ltr command, even with the base installation, you will see bunch of repo files. Let me remove Ambari repo. Okay, so you have bunch of repo files, and these will be pointing to all the public repositories of CentOS or Red Hat. So all these repo files will have URLs to the RH public repository. So if you have the internet connectivity between all these servers to the public repository, you can directly download it. But typically all these servers in the enterprise will be behind something called firewall. So there will be enterprise level firewall which will not let you do that. But in our case, I just want to, we have VM. So our VM will have direct internet connectivity. So it can actually talk to public repository. So as we have the repo files already, we can install any software we want to. That is available in the public repositories which are configured in this repo files. You can actually view one of the file to see how it looks like, and if you see it has bunch of URLs, and it can actually check those URLs to get the software which you are interested in. Okay. So let's see what let's try installing one of the softwares. Telnet is one of the important tools in Linux or even in Windows, where you can actually validate your IP address and port number to see uh, uh, whether your system is able to listen to a port that is there on the remote host. listen to the application that is running on a port which is on the remote host. So one way you can validate it by running telnet command, and you want to give the host. In this case, I want to give localhost, and I want to give some port like 80, uh, just to validate that command, and it says command not found. So most likely it will be part of the public repository, and you can directly run this command m-y install telnet, and it will actually connect to the internet, check whether it is available in all those. It will go to all those URLs in the repo files, and it will check for the software. It will download and install it, and now it is done. So it is pretty easy to do that. But if you think from the enterprise perspective, now you will have hundreds and thousands of servers in large enterprises, and the softwares can be pretty huge. In this case, Telnet is only 58 KB, but if you think about softwares like Hadoop or Oracle or any application software, will be typically in hundreds of megabytes to tens of gigabytes, and downloading everything from internet, connecting to public repository need not will not be a good idea. It will take forever, and also it can breach the security, because as I have explained to you earlier, we can not only download and install from the Red Hat public repositories, we need to also have to develop from the third party repositories. So if you open up all the servers to the public internet, then your servers will be at risk. That's why they will be behind the firewall. So for these two reasons, for these two reasons, you might not be able to connect to the internet and download and install any software, even though it is available in public repositories. For that, there are two solutions. One is create a local repository on your server. For that, you have to download the repository files, whatever you want to install, and you have to configure the repo file pointing to the local repository. And second one is have a enterprise server, have a enterprise M server, or few set of servers which will have all the softwares that are required on it, and all these servers will be configured uh, uh, to so that they can connect to the M server and download the software. Only this M server will be open in the firewall to connect to the internet. So it's a two-step process. First, you need to create a repository on the M server, and you have to ship the configuration files onto all the other servers in your enterprise. Then these other servers can connect to the M server, and then download and install the whatever software they want. So the second one, creating the local repository, is pretty straightforward. You just have to you just have to download the required software, and you have to create a repo file, just like what we have seen earlier under HCM etcm.repos.t. You have to create the repo file pointing to the local repository, and you can install it. But if you have to set up the Yum enterprise server, you have to have a HTTP server, so service, so that you can actually uh, talk to either HTTP or FTP server, so that you can talk to your M server from any of the other servers, so that they can connect to that, and download and install the software. So theoretically, it's a two-step process. First, you need to download all the softwares that are required in the M server, and then create the repo file and ship it onto all the other servers from which you want to connect to M server and download and install the software. Okay, so that covers the theory part. And advantages is, as I mentioned to you earlier, it can automatically download and install the software. And as part of the demo, in the next video, I will try to cover both creating the local repository as well as installing from enterprise, setting up and installing from enterprise repository server. I will take care of both in the next video. Thank you.